Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into what might be the most controversial and impactful story in gaming this year. Electronic Arts, the giant behind classics like The Sims, Battlefield, and Mass Effect, has just been sold in a massive $55 billion deal. But this isn't just about money, it's about values, politics, and the future of game development worldwide. The new owners of EA are a powerhouse group which includes Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, Silver Lake Partners, which is a global tech private equity leader, and Affinity Partners, headed by Jared Kushner, who's famous for both his White House ties and his links to Saudi leadership. The deal takes EA off the market, making it privately run by this trio. Shareholders got $210 per share, which was a 25% premium, and EA CEO Andrew Wilson will stay on, with the company still being based in California. Here's where things get a little complicated and for many alarming. The Public Investment Fund is run by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. According to United Nations reports, major human rights organizations, and Western governments, the Saudi government is responsible for repressive policies, including the 2018 murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi and harsh penalties for LGBTQ plus people, women, and dissidents. There are also allegations that the Saudi government uses high profile entertainment investments as sports washing, improving their global image and distracting from their track record on human rights. The consortium also contains Jared Kushner, Affinity Partners, raising further red flags. Kushner's firm secured billions from Saudi sources after leaving government, prompting U.S. Senate inquiries into possible conflicts of interest. Silver Lake, meanwhile, has historically supported conservative business interests and faced prior controversies over corporate ethics and diversity. For years, the Sims franchise, developed by Maxis and owned by EA, has led the games industry in LGBTQ representation, diversity, and creative freedom. Same sex relationships, gender identity options, and progressive content are central to its enormous global appeal. But now, fans are anxious that these new conservative owners with deeply different values could mean change. Many fear that The Sims, which has always been a safe and creative space for LGBTQ and diverse players, could see pressure to censor or reduce inclusive content to appease stakeholders from countries with strict anti-LGBTQ and anti-diversity laws. Recent examples from other Saudi-owned game companies have stoked those fears, where content or partnerships were adjusted for political and cultural reasons. Employees and creators also worry that corporate cost cutting and a shift in priorities could stifle the creative freedoms that have made Maxis and The Sims so unique. EA's executives say that the company's values will remain unchanged and support diversity and inclusion stay strong. But many in the gaming and LGBTQ communities remain incredibly skeptical when the ownership at the top changes so dramatically. Maxis, the heart of The Sims, will be reporting to new owners with unprecedented power to direct their creative and operational choices. As a private company, EA won't have to answer to stockholders in the same way and can operate with greater secrecy. While The Sims is a moneymaker, so outright cancellation is unlikely, the risk of downscaling inclusive features, tighter budgets, and layoffs looms as new owners prioritize profit and political interests. There's another layer. Silver Lake is also the leading investor in Unity Technologies, the makers of the Unity game engine. This is significant because indie rival Paralives, a much anticipated life simulator, is built entirely on Unity. Unity's recent pricing and policy controversies have already raised hackles among indie game developers. With the same mega investor now backing both the largest life simulation franchise and the engine behind its biggest emerging competitor, many developers and fans are concerned. The fear is that Silver Lake could use its influence to make things harder for indie creators, from pricing changes to less supportive policies for unique or progressive games. So, to wrap up, EA, along with Maxis and The Sims, is now in the hands of a powerful, conservative, and globally controversial set of owners, with deeply mixed track records on human rights, representation, and progressive values. The Sims community and employees are rightfully worried about changes to diversity, inclusivity, and creative freedom. The intersection of industry ownership between EA, Unity, Silver Lake, and indie hopes like Paralives means this story will affect the entire future of simulation games. Is this a chance for The Sims, Maxis, and innovative life simulations to rise? Or are we facing a colder, less inclusive future for gaming? Please let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for updates as this story unfolds. Goodbye and have a good day.